What's going on, guys? Joel Staley with JoelStaleyFitness.com, and in this video today we're going to talk about how many reps and how many sets of each exercise you should be doing to build the most amount of muscle. Now, if you're new to lifting, a set is going to be how many times you perform a particular exercise back to back to back with little amounts of rest in between. And a rep or a repetition is going to be how many times you bring your muscle through a concentric and eccentric movement, or squeezing of a muscle followed by the stretching or lengthening of a muscle. That's going to be one rep. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it.
Preview.
Alright guys, so the first thing when deciding which rep range you want to stick in, you have to figure out what your overall objective is. You really have three choices here. You can either A, get stronger, B, build the most amount of muscle, or C, work on your endurance. Now you would think get stronger and building muscle were going to go hand in hand. They don't necessarily. Although you can build muscle in both the strength and the endurance factor, you're going to build the most amount of muscle in the rep range that's best for hypertrophy, which we'll get into now. So if you chose A, you're really trying to get strong. You don't want to put on a ton of muscle. You want to be maybe a power lifter, or you just want to have that superhero strength. You're going to want to stick in the 1 to 5 rep range. Now, you're going to want to lift heavy. You should only be able to lift this amount of weight that you're lifting 3 or 4 or 5 times max. If you can do 6 or 7 sets, you need to go heavier. When you're lifting this heavy and you're really putting your body through the gauntlet like that, I recommend taking 2 to 4 minutes rest time in between sets, and this is going to let your muscles recover a little bit and allow you to lift that weight again for your next set. Moving on to B for bodybuilder, and probably why you turned in this video, if your overall objective is to get size and big muscles, you're going to want to stick around the 6 to 15 rep range, somewhere in between there. If you want to get super technical, even between the 8 and 12 is going to be best. So 6 to 8, you're going to get some strength benefits. 12 to 15, you're going to get some endurance benefits. But if you're just don't care about any of that and you just want to be the biggest dude in school or whatever it is, you're going to want to stick between the 8 and 12 repetitions. Now when you're lifting like this, you don't need these long rest times, because unlike the strength power lifter, you're not trying to be as strong as you can. You're trying to tear your muscle down so you can rebuild it even bigger when you're out resting and with proper nutrition. So that's why I recommend for rest time, if you're sticking in this rep range, somewhere between 1 minute and 90 seconds. Lastly, if your overall goal is endurance, I highly recommend keeping above the 15 repetitions, but I don't generally recommend going above 30, because if you can do 35, 40, 45 repetitions, just up your weight. You can get the same benefits doing 20 reps of a heavier weight in half the time. So if endurance is your ultimate goal, I recommend keeping about a 30-second rest time in between sets, and this is really going to push your energy systems to the maximum. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you got anything out of it, please take the time to hit the like button. I'm going to stop doing this with my hands any minute now. Like and subscribe Joel Staley Fitness on YouTube, and we'll see you guys next week for a different topic. Until then, take care.